Who know about kshordy? Well, if you don't know about him, then you probably just don't listen to that type of music, or you just ain't from Florida. Now I ain't from Florida, but my cousin from Florida, and he be in tune with all the music shit and all that shit. He put me on to him, and he actually raw as hell. I fucks with his rapping. He's fully your homie and shit. So he's currently locked up at the moment, but I don't really know his story and shit. So that's what we finna get into right now and see what the fuck is 2K short.
Six, gang.
Rest up 23, man. Rest up 5. Rest up Bill 5, man. Rest up 4.
Hey, fuck man.
You ain't do nothing but cry. I don't believe shit that Fulio say. That a goof and pie.
And you got shot so many times, they say you target practice.
I got shot 2 times in the leg by this shit. Leg broke by myself, all type of shit. Like,
That junk crazy, you heard. You feel me? You doing all this while I'm in jail. You texting my phone, bro. You texting my phone telling me, oh, damn, bro, you heard. Damn, bro, you heard about Baby, bro. That shit crazy. But now you smoking Baby now.
It's the same when he got out of jail, called me like, damn, bro, you trying to deuces, you feel me? Now you done drop a song, you dropped your first song, dissing your bit homie Fulio.
Inandi Weish, who was on March 19th in the Sherwood Forest neighborhood on Jacksonville's north side. Family says Weish was in the wrong place at the wrong time when she and a friend were gunned down while sitting in her car. Police say Weish was dropping off a young man in the neighborhood after.
You see, and this why y'all ladies need to stop trying to date those dudes that be inside the streets. Cause I ain't gonna cap to you, motherfuckers ain't gonna give y'all ass a pass just because y'all a girl. Like, motherfuckers gonna pop y'all ass with them, and sometimes it be fucked up because the dude don't even die. Just the girl end up dying. It's like, damn, you lost your life because you trying to mess with a dude that's inside this street life, you feel me? And, like, females, they love that lifestyle and shit until shit end up happening to them. Then they like, I'm just a girl. Nope. Belt to ass.
After they gone on a date.
a couple months ago, everybody like was calling me out my name, and cause I had a little situation with, and I got shot with a girl I was talking to, and she ended up dying. So like everybody turned their back on me then.
Hey yo squad, what's the drill? Back with another video, man. You know the hood ain't a place to call somebody a friend for the most part, cause the streets always turn them into enemies in the end. Jacksonville tells this story over and over again, and now kshordy is experiencing the curse that comes with the streets. He went from being the shooter to the shootee to the shooter, leaving the ops with a man down. But being a menace in the trenches got him facing years behind bars. How did it get there? Intelligent down a wild path. This is the life of the score-upper, kshordy. So without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. Therese Powell was just a young kid with a bright future before he became baptized in the trenches as kshordy. Northside Jacksonville raised him, and the vices of the streets got hold of him real young.
Well, what part of Jacksonville you from, man?
Northside, man.
Okay.
Northside.
kshordy lived with his moms who had 5 kids, so getting a luxury life wasn't possible. They weren't rich, but they wasn't poor either. kshordy had the necessities that might have been enough in a regular community, but kshordy felt the way seeing other kids fresh and he had nothing.
Growing up, I won't say I was poor, but I didn't have what I wanted. I had basic stuff that I needed. Shoes on my feet, clothes on my back, hot meals every day, and a bed to lay in. That was enough.
That was debate in kshordy.
Yeah, no, that's what it really be. And I ain't gonna cap to you, in the black communities and shit, they parents like to brag about the bare minimum. Like, I put a roof over your head, I did. Like, damn, you supposed to do that shit. But really, lots of black parents, that's the only shit they can offer for real. But that shit be sad as hell on gang, and not all black parents, but you feel me? They be bragging about that shit. I'm like, damn, man, like, that shit crazy. Appreciate it, my boy.
kshordy bit the hook. At a young age, he dived headfirst into the streets and was getting what he wanted by any means necessary.
My mom had 5 kids. She ain't finna cater to me and just give me everything I want, so I went and got it on my own. However, However I had to get it, I got it on my own.
The streets crept in and began taking over. He ran with his crew WAWG, also known as We All We Got. And where there's smoke, there's fire. And for kshordy, that was his homie Kenny, who introduced him to everything he learned from the streets before he found himself behind bars.
And he was younger than me, but he introduced me to everything. And I was like, how you know all this? You younger than me, like, you know the game, and you know how to move out here, and you doing this and this and that. But when people growing up around that and seeing that every day, it's like, they adapt to that. They feel like this is the way you live.
kshordy was a youngin', just playing the game, not studying about the consequences. But life got real when, just like Kenny, he found himself facing football numbers behind bars. Shorty got locked and was charged with 4 attempted M's and an armed carjacking. That's crazy for a seasoned veteran of the trenches, but for a youngin', that's even wilder. The situation happened when someone reached for kshordy strap and he upped it and started blitzing into a crowd. Police would catch him lacking in a stolo.
I caught a charge. I had got in an altercation and shot somebody. And they tried to charge me with 4 attempted murders.
And the hype of things popping off, Shorty was high off the adrenaline. But once he came down, reality hit bro like a ton of bricks. His mom was in tears, and he thought his life was over.
That's how it be for real. Motherfuckers don't think about that shit. That's why I tell motherfuckers, I'm like, man, anybody can talk about being a killer. It's about once you do it, can you handle the consequences of your actions and shit? Like, everybody, you feel me, till it happened. That's when, you feel me, motherfuckers get to thinking different and shit. They be, damn, I'm tweaking.
kshordy was ready to throw in the towel, but fate smiled his way, and he got off the hook, serving 26 months total after pleading guilty to the carjacking and admitting to the shooting. He served his time while still getting into trouble, but he was a free man again, and this time he was keeping it together, trying to live right and be a better leader in his life.
So when I got in the detention center, like, my mama just crying. I'm looking at her like, I ain't even really crying till, like, it's hitting me like.
But on March 19th, 2020, the streets pulled him back in after a tragic attempt on his life where he was shot and his girlfriend lost her life. Reports state that she was collateral damage in a retaliation shooting. She was in her car with a male friend, kshordy, after that.
Damn. And she was cute, too. That shit fucked up. Even though, even if she wasn't cute, that is still, don't change the fact it's fucked up.
They went on a date when a gray car pulled up in front of her vehicle and 2 men hopped out the whip and opened fire. She succumbed to her injuries. Investigations would lead authorities to 2 suspects held for the hit, Roland Ball and Xavier Porter. Turns out it wasn't just any retaliation that got kshordy's girl tangled up in the crosshairs. It was a beef between him and a rival gang, Double O. In the arrest documents of Xavier Porter, his affiliation with the gang was made known. Investigations made the connection after recovering text messages from Porter's phone taking credit for the murking, but saying the girl wasn't supposed to get hit, but instead it was kshordy supposed to get hit for taking his big brother's life. Further digging into the phone records, messages are revealed showing who his brother was. It was Daquan Saxton, another Double O gang member. Messages from March 17, 2020, just 2 days before the attempt on kshordy's life. Porter, upon hearing the news of his brother, texted the messages, "I'm finna go do something, they took my brother." Roland Ball dropped the ball, leaving DNA evidence that led right back to him. According to the police reports, the gun-mounted light recovered at one of the shooting scenes was sent to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement's crime lab for DNA testing.
See, they ass be too thirsty with it, gang. You gotta understand, bro. You playing with your life, gang. You gotta really think this shit through, bro. You can't just be out here just getting the body and not even thinking about what you doing for real, because then you gonna be thinking a long ass time while you locked up in that bitch.
And a match came to Ball, who they also listed as a Double O member. Along with eyewitnesses pinning Roland Ball to the crime, images and videos of Ball in the presence of mounted lights and laser lights and the matching of the 9mm shell casings at the crime scene, Roland and Porter tied Double O beef to Shorty's failed hit. That was the trigger which pulled kshordy back into the streets, and he was back with a vengeance spinning on the ops.
They can't go to their hood. If you go out their hood right now, where I got shot at, and she got, I bet you ain't gonna see nobody.
kshordy would go down a violent path, but the ops wasn't no pushovers either.
I got shot 2 times in the leg by this shit. Leg broke by myself, all type of shit like. Yeah.
He would turn to rap to taunt his ops and do something more productive for his mom's sake.
My mama said, I don't want no money back. All you gotta do is get out here and do right, she said.
One of the first big hits he got was Tired of Shooting, which only ended up fueling his beef after he had sent shots at KTA figure Julio Fulio.
That Julio say, that man pop.
Julio, being known to be one of the most disrespectful savages out of Jacksonville, shot back with a snippet of a kshordy diss.
And you got shot so many times, they say you target practice.
Fulio wasn't playing either, talking about his girls passing and kshordy getting shot up just for talking.
And the crazy part about all this shit, bro, Fulio and kshordy used to be cool and shit, but also Youngin Nate, well, Queso and Fulio used to be cool and shit. So lots of motherfuckers be cool and shit. That shit be crazy as hell. But I think kshordy did speak on Fulio's situation and shit, cause you know they still boys. It's not like the kshordy situation. I mean, not the Queso situation and Fulio, like they still like fuck with each other. They just had like a falling out type shit. It's not really like on some op shit from what I see from all these reactions I be doing and shit. I don't know.
Target practice.
I ain't never been no easy, I ain't never been no target practice. I ain't never been no none of that. All that shit you be hearing, bro, that shit be clout chasing, bro. Don't know me, bro.
What was weird about the beef was that kshordy and Julio knew each other. Julio was also cool with his homie that's locked up and taught him the streets, Kenny. So how did these two fall out? The answer was due to two things. The main one being a mutual homie that was like a brother to both of them. Adrian Gaynor Jr., also known as Bibby, was murked in 2019. kshordy was locked up when it happened, and just a couple days before his birthday, he warned Bibby about hanging around Julio because of how badly the ops wanted Julio gone.
Yo, bad. I mean, like, when I heard that over the phone, and he died 4 days before my birthday, I just told you, like, I talked to you a week before my birthday. I told you, just chill, like, you gotta chill. I'm telling you, like, you go to a fraternity school, you have to ride the bus. Like, somebody can, like, follow you. I'm telling him this on the phone. I explained his death to him.
kshordy knew they would get to anyone try to hurt him, and he was right. He held Julio responsible for Bibby's life being lost. It was a major loss to Julio too, cause he cared for bro just as much and even tried to talk to him too, but Bibby didn't take either one of them seriously. The next reason for the rift between kshordy and Julio was because Julio told him he got him and would put him on when he got out of jail, but kshordy got home and it felt like Julio was ghosting him.
He's like, man, he's like, what you wanna do? You get out. I'm like, I'm gonna rap when I get out. He like, for real, man, shit, I'm gonna put you in the studio, so I'm gonna do this for him, do that for you. Like, and I ain't never asked you. This is what you told me you was gonna do. So I'm expecting this now when I.
You see, that's the thing right there that piss a nigga off for sure. Like, nigga, don't say you gonna do this shit and then don't do it. Like, if I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do the shit, you feel me? Cause that's like, bro, you can't be out here saying you gonna do some shit and don't do it. Like, that's some goofy shit, especially to the guys, bro. You know, sometimes you do say them little lies to random motherfuckers like, oh yeah, woo woo, this, that, and all that other shit. But in reality, bro, you know, that shit, you know how that shit be.
I come home, ain't nothing. Feel me? I gotta call around for you. I gotta beat your DM down, but when I was in jail, you put my name in the song and shit like that.
Given two of their track records, things could have gone left real quick, but seems cooler heads have prevailed.
So, what's your relationship like with Julio right now?
It's neutral.
Yeah.
It ain't no animosity, ain't no smoke.
One beef was down, but it's like kshordy was a magnet for the smoke. He released another track titled Dead Ninjas and just fanned the flames. Bro was coming at all his ops. He was even posting videos burning rival gang ATK's merch.
Rest up 23, man. Rest up 5. Rest up Bill 5, man. Rest up 4.
ATK affiliate Spinner Benz took that personal and set out to get revenge. Had receipts that had Shorty doing some wild stuff as a jig. And man, did it hit kshordy's street crib. Ben's mission was achieved.
Emotional.
I ain't gonna cap. I seen that shit, bro. His ass was shaking his hips and shit. You know, doing some little zesty ass shit, bro. But in his defense, he was young as hell. He wasn't doing that shit at the current age he was, you feel me, like a little middle school, and you know, motherfuckers be goofing around and shit.
Oh, damn it!
Kshordy tried to go online and clear his name, saying that at the time he was just young trying to make it on Vine, as that was the wave that comedians were following, and he was just on the trend trying to blow.
They ain't show y'all the whole video where somebody dared me to do that. You feel me? I used to be doing shit like, before I even thought about streets, I used to be wanting to do Vine shit like, ain't always been on no street shit like.
I could give him the benefit of the doubt with his explanation, but you know the internet lives for the foolery, and they were looking for a reason to have a field day in the comment section. Even on Bros Live, they were out to troll him. Kshordy wasn't having it and then trying to defend himself.
Yo homeboys, J. Breezy, home with me after that video every day. Homeboys, like sharing rooms, like all us sleeping on the couch together, all type of shit. Them never tried me, asking me am I gay after that video. They never questioned me being gay. No.
Drew Spinner Ben's homie and his past friend J. Breezy.
But I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. I know for a fact they ass know that folks ass ain't doing that shit. It's just, you know, as an op, you just trying to find any way to get up under their skin. And what's the perfect way to get up under their skin? Play an old video of them doing some zesty ass shit, knowing they ass ain't no fruitcake. So now that's gonna make them mad, cause it's like, damn, like he do got a video, but that's not me. That shit was a joke. But you know how motherfuckers gonna overly gas that shit and flip it.
Easy into the beef. Later in the live, he went on to call out Breezy for suddenly switching up sides and dissing Bibby with Spinner Benz in them.
Feel me? You doing all this while I'm in jail. You testing my phone, bro. You testing my phone, telling me, oh, damn, bro, you heard, damn, bro, you heard about Bibby, bro. That shit crazy. But now you smoking Bibby now.
Jay Breezy shot back, calling cap on Kshordy.
Right, he capping y'all. Talking about this man was my friend. You can't go find no picture of me and Bibby ever.
And Shorty was taking on everybody and posting receipts of his own.
I ain't gonna capture you, gang. If you a motherfucker like me, I got pictures. I don't got pictures. And I got homies and shit. I don't got no pictures with them, bro. Shit, and that's just how it be. Some motherfuckers just don't be taking pictures and shit. Don't mean you ain't fuck with them just because you don't got no pictures with them, bro. I call that cap, bro. Saying just because you don't got a picture don't mean you feel me. That's that bap.
Talking about the ops being robbed of their strap and shot at.
But you a gangster and you a snitch. Go crazy, you was a snitch. Look at you, you was not gangster. You let take your pole and shoot at you with your own gun.
On September 28, 2021, the beef escalated to a point of no return for Kshordy and snatched his promising music career right from under him. According to police, a dark-colored SUV pulled up to a Dodge Challenger and started busting inside the car near the Raceway gas station around Lenox Ave and Cassat Avenue. Multiple rounds were fired and several bullet holes could be seen in the side of the Raceway building. Witnesses told officials they saw the SUV speed up. Then two people got out the Challenger and ran inside the gas station. Shortly after, they were seen running out of the gas station and back into the Challenger. Officials then responded to an alert of the Challenger arriving at the emergency room. At the hospital, police detained 2 of the 3 occupants in the Challenger. The third had suffered a headshot and was taken in for surgery. Turns out the 3 victims were Spinner Benz and his homies Green Light and No Face. And the one that got the headshot was Green Light, who unfortunately passed away. He was with Spinner Benz way back since his name was 187 Twin, and they rapped on the track F the City Up. Police were on the lookout for the suspected SUV, a black Range Rover Evoque, and it didn't take long for them to come across the vehicle. The following day of the hit, the vehicle was spotted and a chase ensued. The SUV took off but ended up crashing into a pole. The suspects hopped out of the whip and dipped and realized the police was hot on their trail and gave in. They were arrested and booked. The 2 were Kshordy and his homie La Crocker. Shell cases matching those at the scene along with La Crocker fitting the clothes description of the passenger tied them into the incident. La Crocker was held on arrest while Kshordy was facing a string of charges including second-degree murking. Also 2 counts of attempted second-degree murking, shooting and throwing deadly missiles, and possession of a firearm. Kshordy would take to the gram directing messages at Spinner Benz and them to let them tell authorities he's innocent. Maybe the seriousness of the charges didn't sink in then, but it seems they have now. And even as the judge was beginning to get frustrated at the recent court hearing, where Kshordy wanted to get a new attorney for the 3rd time,
want somebody different on the eve of trial. Is that what I'm hearing?
things aren't looking too good for bruh. But he's pulled through before. Here's the hoping that he'll pull through again and stay away from that lifestyle. He has since released a couple of freestyles on jail calls, but it's really sad to see another.
Yeah, that shit crazy. And I actually fucks with kshordy music and shit. That's the crazy part. Hope folks get out this shit, man. You know, if y'all stay through and watch this video, I know you're gonna fuck with another motherfucking video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't never miss out. I'm finna have to go make these TikTok videos, so I'm gonna have to hop off live. I'm gonna hop back on live once I get done doing this shit. Y'all be smooth.